think is in place for a reason.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why that track's got chosen as the lead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people chose it.
So, but you've been writing for a very long time, and you've got this album coming out. Are you ever gonna write a book, or a poetry book, or a lyrics book? Or...
Definitely not a poetry book. I'm not a fan of poetry books. I hate poetry books. I mean, this is funny. I mean, it sounds mad, but there's a difference between poetry and spoken word anyway. Yeah. But I'm not a big fan of reading in general. I do read, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't get much from it personally. I'm a visual learner, I'm a visual person. I like documentaries, I like films, as I said earlier. But poetry books are boring to me because I want to know how that person would perform them poems. Yeah. I like to hear poetry performed. Yeah. Hence why spoken word is more performance poetry. Yeah. When I read poetry books, it's just not. I've never read Tupac's poetry book. I'm not interested in it.
No vibe.
And then, don't get me wrong, if someone I know is making a poetry book, I'll buy it and support. Yeah. I'll always buy and support. But I don't know if I'm going to read it though, being honest. I'm just being... No, of course. Yeah, I just don't read poetry books.
I'm working on a poetry book, but I don't, like you said, I've just seen like every poetry book seems the same.
That's what I'm saying.
So my poetry book is like, it's going to be Poetry Inception.
Okay.
I don't know if I created it, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. But for me, it's written like a poem within a poem, so I can show you. That's the only
Poetry
way.
Inception for real,
yeah. Imperception. Where was a short one? So it started with this poem here.
Okay.
So you read it as a normal poem, then you read the bold lines.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So if I'm gonna write a poetry book, it's gonna be a whole book of that. Otherwise,
there's no point.
Yeah.
The thing is that the reason why I'm saying I don't think I'll ever write a poetry book is because if I was to write a book, it'd probably be about my life.
Yeah, autobiography.
Yeah, something like that. Something where it's a bit more interesting. Like you said, I feel like everyone's doing a poetry book. It's just expected.
What about maybe a children's book? Or,
maybe one of my friends. Dope poet Aaron James.
Yeah, I've had him on.
Aaron's dope. So he done his children's book. What's it called? The dog one.
The dog ain't the homework.
Yeah, that's good. So I personally wouldn't go down that angle right now, but I can never say never. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm like a visual person and I like to listen to things. So hence why I'm doing an album.
And
you know what I'm saying?
The theatre production to go along with the album.
Yeah. See?
Is it kind of like the visual version of the album, the theatre production, or is it like a whole different world that you've created?
It's a bit of both. I'd say it is a visual, but it's also going to be different to the album. Okay. So even the way that we perform it is slightly different to how the album is.
Okay.
And there'll probably be a couple of tracks we don't perform. I haven't decided yet 100%. But there might be like 1 or 2 tracks that actually don't make the actual theatre production.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I would say it's bringing it to life visually, definitely. And also, it's going to be different to the album.
Okay.
But obviously have similarities.
Yeah.
So,
where would you like to take your, I guess I would just say your art, to be honest, because you're an artist. So where would you like to take it?
I just want to keep getting the message out there properly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to give out free CDs or free poetry. I don't agree with that. I rather, for example, if I sold 200 CDs, right? And I didn't sell any more, cool. I'd prefer that. And I actually, 200 people wanted to buy that CD and actually listening to it, than me just giving it out, they might listen to it. When you give out, this is something people don't realise, you devalue what you're putting out there when you say something's free or it's this or it's that. When I say, this is £10, people are like, alright, this is serious. When I just showed you what the art cover looked like, you're like, alright, this guy's taking himself serious. This 100%. Must be good. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. So before, people don't realise how important presentation is. So if I say something's £10, I can't then give you some dry mashup CD and it's got to look proper. You see what I'm trying to say? So I think as long as you take yourself seriously, then you can go far with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I think that for me, I just want my art to touch as many people as possible and be heard as much as possible, which is every artist. thing, innit? You know what I mean? We all want our art to be heard. But I want to do it properly. I'm not here to do it by cutting corners. I'm not here to... And I even said to people as well, like someone asked me, like, are you nervous about what people are going to think of the album? I said, I honestly don't care. This is me. This is one thing I'll say about the album is, obviously it's great if everyone says they love it. But one thing I'll say about the album is like I said, it's a reference point to who Rag CV is as a poet, as an artist. If you like that, you like that. If you don't, it's not for you. Fair play. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's my mindset.
Okay. What time are we on? 12:30. Alright, cool. Last question. What piece of information do you have for any up and coming artists, or like to kind of help them go along the, like any advice that you would have for anyone up and coming that maybe wants to be a poet or a spoken word artist or a musician? Like, what advice would you have for them?
Just be you.
Second person to say that.
Just be you. Just like, that's all I've ever been. You know, if you be yourself and believe in yourself fully, then no one can stop you.
Yeah, it's true.
A lot of people that struggle because they're trying to be something they're not, and they're trying to fit into a box. They're trying to make music or poetry because this is what's in now. This is what's the fad. Nah, you just gotta do you, and whoever likes it, likes it. You can't force it. You can't force like your poetry or music down somebody. It has to be natural, organic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and work hard. Just be you and work hard. That's the main two things. And also, be honest with yourself. If you're rubbish, be honest with yourself. If you're like, maybe this isn't for me.
I know what you have to work on.
I'll know what you have to work on. But I'll be honest, if you're a certain age and you're rubbish, time is short.
Yeah.
You got to start young. That's when you have time to be rubbish.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If I started writing at 27, I don't know if I'd have had time to do this.
Yeah.
Because as an adult, life's too much.
Yeah.
Because I started at 16, got them 3-4 years out of the way that I was just doo-doo.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It just gave me an opportunity to build on myself.
Yeah.
I was writing every day when I was 16.
Wow.
Every day. Now I don't write every day now. I ain't got time to write every day.
Yeah, I can't even. No, I can't write.
I write for reasons now.
Yeah.
Like that's be a reason why I'm writing. I don't really get a chance just to write. Unless I'm away. If I'm away, then yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not away much. So when you're running the business,
True.
I'm working 7 days a week now.
Yeah.
So, you know, after we go this interview, I'm going to the gym. Then I'm going back home to do the bookkeeping for my business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Real life, yeah.
Until whenever time finishes.
Yeah.
It might be 3 in the morning, I don't know.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean, like, it's not, at this age I haven't got the time to write every day. Obviously I still write, like I said, but it's more like, for example, I have to be a bit more clever with it now. So I have to like, say I'm working on a project, I'll get like the musician to create the music, wherever, then he'll send it to me. I might say change this, change that. Then I'll be like, alright, cool. Once I like it, I know I've got something to write to. And the thing about me is when I hear music, I get a theme.
Yeah.
I don't think of a theme before the music, if that makes sense. And all my spoken words that will ever release will be with music. It's not going to be just that's another thing I want to throw out there as well. Any poet who's doing an album, you can't do an album with just your voice.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Never do that. Performing like that is fine. But when you're doing an album, you need to have music. And spoken word can have music.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? Just how you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Cool, man. But you said you need to go by past. So
Yeah.
I call this the end of the show. Have you got anything to plug? Although you have plugged the entire show, because it's right at the end.
Just come to the show, man. That's the main thing, man. Like, just tickets are at ragcv.com, shubs.com. Show, like I said, is Saturday 30th of March, Theatre Peckham. That's really the main thing I'm promoting at the moment, because that ties into the album coming out.
Yeah.
So I don't even really need to be saying, oh, the album's coming out this day, but I'm not really saying that because it just ties it in. You see what I'm trying to say? To me, the physical copies are more important than the online ones.
Yeah.
online ones, I know they're going to do what they're going to do. But if I get rid of the physical ones, then that's really making me money to then put into videos. Because obviously I've done a video for her that's coming out on 31st of March. So that's ready to come out. But the other videos, that's another thing I didn't say. We're going to do a video for almost every track.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like a Mark Jackson film, yeah.
yeah. So you're getting it in. It's only like maybe 2 or 3 won't be doing a video for, but there's 11 tracks in the album.
Okay.
So it'll be at least 7 or 8 videos minimum.
That's cool.
So, and that's another thing I was going to say. That's another bit of advice actually before you finish.
Cool.
Is when you do a project, you shouldn't be putting out a project and then a week later everyone's bored of it.
Yeah.
This album's going to last a year.
Yeah.
Mark my words. So next March, it's going to be spoken about, and I'm going to be like dropping videos throughout the year.
That's a better way to do it, yeah.
And obviously performing throughout the year and getting press throughout the year and just different things to keep the thing bubbling along. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think like a lot of artists don't do now is they put on Spotify and that's it.
Yeah.
They might talk about it when it gets 1,000 views or 2,000 views and they say it a couple of times. After that, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You need to have a lot of different things to keep the project going. Especially in this generation, because people like attention spans get bored. So that's another reason why I wanted to make it a theatre production. So I can take it to theatres. The only issue with the theatre production thing is musicians are very expensive. So it's not easy to do theatre production regularly. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do more than one theatre show.
Okay, but would it be something maybe you could take to Fringe or?
Possibly, but again, I need musicians.
Yeah, true.
So I can't really do it on my own. I could do it on my own with just like the backing tracks in terms of, but I wouldn't want to. I don't mind doing that I will be doing shows where it's just me, a couple backing tracks, blah blah blah. That's fine. But I won't want to say, oh, it's a theatre show, and then I go there and I ain't got no musicians. That doesn't make sense. It's got to be live. You know what I'm trying to say. So but we'll see.
It's cool. I'm looking forward to the journey of the Soul album.
Yeah, Soul Lyrical, man. So we keep it.
Yeah.
So it's mad because it actually could be under a soul album, like in the category.
Yeah.
It could actually be called a soul album. But I'm calling it a spoken word album because that's what I'm doing. That makes sense. Or in fact, you could even call it spoken soul.
True.
Spoken soul. So whatever fits.
Hey man. What's it? Bryce and Tilo came out. Trap soul. So I can't.
Yeah. Poetic soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, spoken soul. Whatever you want to call it. Either way, I think there's something on there for everybody. That's one thing I would say. So I'm confident about it, man. And I'm looking forward to, although I said like I don't care or mind what people say, I'm looking forward to people's opinions.
Yeah.
Just to see kind of how it touches people.
Yeah.
And just gauge how it does.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that will be the end of the show then. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And if you've enjoyed the show, guys, thank you very much for listening. And if you haven't, more for you for sat at home for 58 minutes. You're an idiot.
It's a long time. It's a long time to sit and not enjoy something.
You know, right? I hate this so much. I'm gonna listen to the end.
It's a long time, man.
All right then. Bye.
See you later, guys.